Hey guys, it's Chaminda here from CT Marketing. Today I'm going to talk about three things that I think are vital before you prepare for a sales call. If you don't have this in your mindset, in your arsenal before the sales call, what happens normally is you will struggle to sell. I had this problem long time ago and I was trying to close and I failed so many times. And I learned this by experience, so I thought I'll share this with you guys. So the first one is the mindset. So when I talk about the mindset, it's how you see selling, that's one thing, and how you see serving. It's two different things. So, how you see selling is if you are feeling like selling is a push, selling is not something people like, selling is something that's gonna bring pain to someone else, then you're in the wrong mindset. Why I say this is, first of all, you should have something that is valuable to people, that is going to sort out a pain of another person. So you have something that will bring a solution to the person in front of you. So if you have a solution and the person in front of you has a problem, then you should try and provide that solution to that person. Otherwise, it's kind of a disservice you're doing to that person. You definitely know that they need it, so why not provide it? So if you are providing something like that, why think it as a push? Why think it as you're giving them a pain? Why look at it that way? So try to look at selling as you are the specialist, like a doctor trying to provide some medicine or a cure to a person who's struggling with a pain. Then you will want to give that to that person. So you will have that mindset. So that's one way of seeing selling rather than pushing. You don't feel like pushing anymore because now you see that as something that they need. You want to pull them towards you to make sure you can provide them with so much value. So that's one way of looking at it. And the other way of looking at it is you need to try and find people who need your services, not try to sell to anyone who's coming towards you or who's on your Facebook profile or even on your Facebook page. What we try to do initially is try to sell to anyone who's there just because we want some sales. So that's the worst thing. What we need, what we should want is to help the other person. For us to help the other person, we should understand if the person needs it. So, going back to the specialist, what would a specialist do if you have a pain and go to the specialist? Would a specialist tell you, okay, this is the prescription, go get the medicine and get well? Is that the first thing they would say? Or would they speak with you, ask questions, and try to understand the pain properly and the cause of the pain? So, if you are a specialist, that's what you would do. So, you are the specialist here in terms of providing a solution. So, you need to be able to understand the pain points of your ideal client. So when they come to you, you should be able to ask those questions in the right order, in the right manner, so that you get answers. I will get to how to approach the sales call in a different video, but now I'm only tackling the three. the mindset, the value, and the preparation. The third one is urgency, but we'll get to urgency preparation. So going back to the mindset, so that's the mindset you should be in. You should be in a mindset where you ask all the questions to qualify, to see if you can really help. This is very important because it's not about getting a client and getting someone to pay. Initially, we feel like that's the way because we really need money. We really want to earn some, uh, get some revenue to run your business. But at a later stage, if you are looking at the long run, then you come across these people. Okay, you push the sale, now they're complaining, now they want refunds, and the reviews are bad, everything is going downhill. So you don't want that. What you want is the real ideal client that you can really help and they can get results. So if you find those people, then what happens is they will give you good reviews and they will bring you clients. So for that, you have to have that mindset. So first instance, you have to be in a mindset where you really want to find whether they are in need of your services, and secondly, if you can help them. If you get these two right, then the third one is you must help them. So when you are in that mindset where I must help this person is struggling, this person has a pain, you are the specialist here, and now you feel like, yes, I must help. So the moment you feel like I must help, then it becomes your obligation, it becomes your responsibility, it's like an adult. You feel like an adult and this is a kid coming for some advice. You have to help this kid to get over this. They're struggling. So when you have that kind of mindset, it becomes so much easier to sell. So that's about the mindset. Now we need to move on to the second one, which is value. Why is value so important? Because if you are not sold, you can't sell what you're selling. Let me explain. So, whatever you're selling, you might be selling your services, it could be a course. So, how much do you value your course? How much do you think is worth? For example, if you think your course is worth $1,000, and if you are trying to sell it for $2,000, in the back of your mind, you know it's kind of you are charging a little bit more than you're supposed to charge. Because I'm talking about the value, I'm not talking about the price. So the value and the price are two different things. So you priced it at 2,000 when you know the value is only 1,000. If you were on the other side of it, if you had the pain, you know exactly, okay, this is not worth 2,000, it's only worth $1,000. What happens then is this energy transfers to the person in front of you when you are talking about your services or your course. The other person will understand some way or the other, because when you say, okay, they will be like, okay, how much is your course? And you'll be like, it's $2,000. And the way you convey the message itself is like, oh, looks like he's not even sure about the price. I have come across so many clients like that as well. They say $3,000 is my course, but when I talk with them after some time, they're like, I don't have any clients. I don't even mind giving this for 1,500. And I can see that even 1,500, they feel like it's a little bit too much, but they're trying to get some money. So when you're trying to sell that way, you can't sell. You will struggle. You might get lucky and trap someone in and try to get some money in, but sooner rather than later, you're gonna get to know that okay, they're not happy, and you might have to refund. They might, block the card if they were going on an installment basis or something. So these are very important things to note. So what I do, or what I recommend you doing, is you value your course. If you are providing like one-to-one coaching, you can create a value stack. It's not like, okay, this is the value, that's it. It can be a few things that you're providing. So if it's one-to-one coaching weekly, you can add a value to that. It could be, I don't know, per session. You can probably put a price $500 per session, depending on what kind of value you're providing. And then on top of that, if you're providing the recordings, you might be able to put another $500 or something like that for the recordings. If you're providing with uh, uh, assessments or ebooks or something uh, of value, then you can put some value to them as well. There could be a booklet, homework, assessments, something that you're providing. So you know what you're providing, so put some value to it and then add it up. You know, okay, this is how much it's worth. It's worth 3 grand. Okay, divide that by 2. That's what I would do. The reason why I divide by that 2 is now you know exactly how much it's worth. It's worth 3,000 and you're only charging 1,500. Can you imagine? Now, when you are conveying that to the person in front of you, that transfers to them. Wow, this person is actually giving something more valuable to me, because they can tell that it's more valuable. When I'm talking about my marketing plans, I am very confident. The reason why I'm confident is I have so much value, but I'm charging only this. No one's ever said to me, your prices are too high. This is this is a very, very good price. They say, yes, I can't afford it. That's a different thing. But they have never said you are overcharging, or I think it's a bit too high, because I know it's not too high. And when you are confident, it becomes so much easier to sell. So that's how you deal with value. So if you can price it at half or less, then it becomes so much easier. When you convey it, it's like peanuts. You convey it in a way that they feel like, okay, it's only 1,500, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, that sounds reasonable. And the third thing I want to convey is urgency. You need to create some urgency. I'm not asking you to create some fake urgency, because people say, oh, it's only valid until the end of this month. If it is valid only until the end of this month, it's totally fine. But don't create urgencies that are fake, because people, not everyone will buy. And if they see that you have created a fake urgency and it's the same deal next month, then they'll be like, oh, this person was lying. You don't want anyone to think that you are a liar. So what I would do is I look at my company, I look at my capacity. I have a team, but we have limitations. So if we have only a capacity of 5 people to take on in the next couple of days, I say, okay, we can only take 5 at the moment, because that's, I'm not going to have 10 capacity left, because what we do is we allocate my team members to work along with the clients. So I can't have 10 people waiting and paying them. So what we do is we recruit them, we train them, provide enough training, and after they are ready, that's when we allocate. So we can't have more than 5 people at any given time, because that's a big cost to the company. So therefore, I can say we only have 5 capacities at the moment. So if you don't go ahead Now you won't be able to carry on, or you won't be able to work with us. There is one more thing that we do. I give a discount on the call, which is also very good. I give a huge discount on the call for them to take action, because people are reluctant to take action. They want to think about it. They want to speak to someone else, speak to their spouse, speak or think about it, or it's not the right time, they have money problems, they will come up with objections. So when they come up with objections, if you can provide them with something, what I do is one thing, I provide them with a bonus. Okay, if you go ahead today, you will get this free, and on top, I'm going to give you 30% discount if you go ahead now. They'll be like, wow. And this 30% is not what we have is a membership. So if it's 2 grand, I say you only have to pay 1,500 per month for the rest of your life with us if you go ahead today. But if you choose to come back, it's going to be 2 grand and you won't get this discount. So they are going to lose $500 per month on if they don't take action. So it's 6 grand a year. So most likely they will take action. So come up with a genuine urgency, and that will make them decide. Another thing on deciding is the hardest thing for people to do is take action. For some reason, I don't know why, they are scared to take action. They want to be normal. They don't want to take uncomfortable actions. So they feel like this is something new. What if I get it wrong, or this and that? So everything comes to their mind and they want to come up with an excuse to not do it. So what you need to do is try and get them to take action. This action can be even a registration. They don't have to pay. If they say, yeah, that's okay, you can put a deposit in. You don't have 2 grand, I understand. Put $500 upfront and I will honor the same rate, same bonuses, everything you will get. I know that you have taken action now. Sometimes I even register them without having them to pay, but they have registered. Now they are like, okay, now I have committed, now I have to go ahead. So that's also action. So it doesn't have to be that they pay everything and go ahead, but it could be even getting them to take some kind of action, so they will proceed with you. So those are the three. So like I said, mindset is important. You need to know, okay, I need to serve this person. They have come to me because they have some sort of pain and I am the specialist. I need to serve. It's a disservice if I don't serve them. So that's one way of seeing it. And number two is the value. You have to be sold before you can sell. So the only way you will be sold is if you have a value that is more than the price or double the price. If you know that this is more valuable, it's double the price, then you'll be like, yes, I think I can sell it easily because this is so much worth it. And every word you convey or every word you speak will give that message to the person in front of you. And finally, create some urgency, because otherwise people don't buy. They don't want to take action. They want to think about it. They want to take action later, in a week's time, in a month's time. That's why most of the people are procrastinators. They want to put it to a later decision. And that's why they are here. That's why they don't have results. So try to help them. It's your duty, your obligation, and your responsibility. Good luck. Take care.